Safe and Sober is celebrating 20 years of preventing substance misuse. And with us now is Kurt Larson. Kurt, thank you for being here. How are you?
It's great to be here. I'm super.
Yeah, so 20 years. That's a long time.
20 years.
Please tell us how you started this. Why?
So primarily because my day job is a lawyer representing the victims of accidents and people who lose loved ones because of bad things happening. So I was looking for a way to tell those stories instead of just closing the file and putting it away. And bring them to the schools and share them with the students about reasons why we shouldn't get behind the wheel, drunk or drugged.
Yeah.
So it just kind of exploded. It began in the area schools, the 5 Springfield high schools. And then, just took on a life of its own. Suddenly it was in 35 area schools, and then it became statewide. So,
which is incredible.
Yeah,
so let's go to today.
Yeah.
So where are we at today with the program, and what kind of things are in place to kind of help spread the message and the work that you're trying to do with this?
Thank you. Yes. Today, it's not Kurt and his PowerPoint presentation, but instead we had to take it to, at times 500 schools.
Sure.
So we make videos, essentially, high quality videos like a studio like this, where we're delivering messages like victim stories, which is still kind of the hallmark of what we do.
Right.
People who've lost lives because of young people making bad decisions. Peer-led conversations where we got young people talking to each other about how they stay away from this, and that's some of the most powerful education you can deliver.
Yeah, I think that a lot of kids, or at least when I was a kid, everybody just thought, like, that can't happen to me. Like, I'm,
always think it
I'm
won't be you.
safe. It
Yeah.
won't be me, things like that. But when you actually bring up real families that have been shattered by things like this, then it can become a lot more real.
Exactly, and it does happen all the time, and the drugs that they are experimenting with are more deadly than ever before. You guys aren't that old, but in my day, fentanyl wasn't even on the radar, and heroin was the junkie on the slums of New York City, and now it's cheerleaders and football players that are getting into trouble.
And didn't you tell me that, like, it sometimes you'll find, like, is it 50 times what could kill a person in something like this?
Yes.
My number may be wrong.
No, you're
but-
right. It's one use, and you're either dead or addicted for a lifetime. So,
Scary.
and DEA agent, we have a retired DEA agent, Brian Townsman, who's told us that 6 out of 10 pills they confiscate at the DEA are fentanyl laced.
My
So
gosh.
you just cannot take one pill.
Yeah,
folks.
yeah. The stats on it is
I
staggering.
know, but on the bright side,
Yes.
you're doing so much about it. So we have this breakfast coming up, the Rise and Shine,
Yep.
on Tuesday morning.
It's a 20th year celebration, so it's exciting. We're going to have a live auction. We're going to have speakers about our past and our present and our future, and hopefully generate some revenue, because that's how nonprofits stay alive.
Absolutely.
Then we have 2 co-hosts, which I'm really
I wonder who
excited
they
about.
are. No, I'm just kidding, huh? It's us. We're super excited.
guys are
Thank
gonna-
you for asking us. Yes,
Yeah.
We're
yes,
going to
yes.
knock it out of the ballpark. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, so do people, can we still get tickets?
Yes, safeandsober.org. You'll find a way to buy tickets online. Might even be able to buy a table if you're that excited about it. But,
Yeah.
we'll find a place for you. There's probably 200 community leaders and friends and teachers and law enforcement that are going to be in the room with us.
Yeah, lots of good
And it's just a breakfast, so like if you're going to work, you still have time to do
Yeah, you
this.
could
It's from
definitely
7
stop
a.m.
in.
and we'll be
Yes.
done by
That
8.
is the
so
cool
come
thing.
in, get
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
I also want to mention real fast, can you tease anything that people will be able to bid on in the auction part of it?
Good question. Yes, some crazy stuff. Footballs from Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe a jersey
pretty
from
big.
his girlfriend.
Oh,
Yes. All kinds of vacations to Mexico. You can pick one of 5 resorts. You can go to Johannesburg, South Africa
gosh.
shoot some wild game if that's your thing. So lots
of good
of
stuff.
really cool
Yeah.
things.
Kurt, if people want to keep up with everything that Safe and Sober is doing, how can they do that?
Yes, of course we can call our office, but safeandsober.org will give you all the contact information you need.
Yeah.
Perfect. Super
Thank
excited
you
for this.
so much for
Excited
being
for the
here.
breakfast. Thanks for stopping by Ozarks Live. We always
Thank you
appreciate
both.
it.
Yes.